It's camellia season in Savannah, and camellias are inspiring a party that I'm doing. But instead of using real camellias, we're making paper camellias. And we're doing the party at that house. Let's take this back to the studio and make some paper camellias. All right, let's make a paper camellia. It is very simple. It's really, David, what, 3 steps?
Yeah.
That's it. And depending on what size you're making is really what size you're cutting out the petals. What you're gonna need is some heavyweight plate paper. So this has got some girth to it.
Yeah.
And then even heavier weight for the base. And David, I cut out like some thick, this could be cardboard. This could be a paper plate.
Ooh.
That you could use as a base. So
I like
like
that idea.
super simple, don't like overthink it. And then we're gonna cut out 3 different sizes of the petals. Now I want you to look at these. These are 3 sizes we're cutting out, and this would be a flower that makes this size. So we made for our party various sizes of these flowers. So depending on what size you want, you're just gonna cut out different size petals. We need 8 of the biggest, 12 of the medium size, 12 of the interior smaller ones.
Yes.
We're just going to draw around the petals onto our heavier weight paper, and then we're gonna cut them out. We're gonna do 12 of the next one, and we're gonna cut those out. It's that simple. And the last one here. David, you can use these as like this cool backdrop that we made.
Mm-hmm.
But this particular party, we were in kind of a cavernous old house. I used them to kind of lead our guests through the party.
Yeah,
So the party was up on the 3rd floor, but they entered through the bottom floor. Actually, the parlor level, we call that in Savannah. These flowers kind of led them all the way through the party. All right, so next step. So you have all of your petals cut out. The next thing you're gonna do, I'm gonna cut down the center of that petal about 3/4 of the way up, and then I'm just gonna glue the little hot glue just one side over to create this little petal thing. Now at this point too, you can also give a little curl to your petal. Did you see I did that just with the ruler? You can wrap it around a pencil, you can do anything, but giving a little movement to the petal, that's what's gonna make the cool flower. So we need to do this with every one of our large ones and medium size. See those?
Perfect.
Yeah, cool. Now we're gonna attach them all and make a flower come to life. So now's the fun part. Now we get to actually create the flower. So I'm taking my base. So again, this could be your paper plate. It could be anything. It could be a piece of cardboard. And I'm just going to attach my petals to the outside. I'm starting with the biggest ones first. That one needs a little curl, David.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm just like attaching those on. And I'm gonna work my way around the circle. Then I'm gonna come in with my next size, do the same thing, work my way around the circle. All right, so we've got our first layer of petals are on. I mean, this could turn into a daisy or something too.
Yeah.
It's just, we're inspired by camellias and camellia season, and that's why we're making camellias, but you can make any kind of a flower. And it doesn't really have to be a flower that actually exists. I mean, who cares? It's a flower. Next layer. So we're taking that middle size, giving a nice little curl to the edges of that petal too. And we're just gonna glue the next layer down in the middle. These really go fast. I mean, how many did we do, David, for this party? And by we, I mean David really did most of them. And we did them in pink because we were popping paint for the party. Camellias for us in the South, they're red, pink, whites.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what a camellia was.
They're prolific this year. Like,
Tons of
everyone's
them.
been talking about like how gorgeous and plentiful they are this year. See how this is all just coming together? Like, I love it already. And we have 12 of these. Gosh, and if you find out that you needed a 13th, just cut another one. So we've got second layer in. See that? And I'm gonna go for another little layer of this size prior to us getting into the center. All right, there's second layer.
Cute.
So we have outside, middle. We've used the 12 and 8. Now let's do the center. All right, so the last part of the flower, which is the center of the flower, is going to utilize all the small that you cut out. So we cut out 12 small. And this is the important step with this. We're going to curl the edges on this. And David, we just like curled them using, like I'm just using this ruler. And see, I'm just like pulling it around to give kind of like a curl to the center. Just think about a flower, like it just gets so tight in the middle. So we've curled all of those. And we're just gonna start by gluing those around in the center. And then I'm gonna show you how to do like the center of the flower. All right, so there we are so far. Now we're gonna make the very center of the flower, and I've saved the last 4 of my small petals. And I'm gonna glue those. Look what I'm doing here, David. I'm creating like, I don't know, am I making a little bridge with these? I'm just connecting them. I think that we need to close it up in the center a little bit on this one. So I'm just gonna glue those 2 that are opposite each other together.
Adorable.
Beautiful. It's not just about the little flower, it's kind of what you do with it, the story you tell. So there we go. We were inspired by camellias. We created a whole moment at a party, and everyone talked about it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like these, I'm sure we could have put camellias and vases and done that whole thing, but we didn't. We wanted to take it just to a little more artistic place. It's just something to think about. Welcome to the party.